feeling, and you give me your kind of opinion. So Carson Wentz looks like to me he's an potential A quarterback. Feet, arm accuracy got better from last year. What do you see with Carson Wentz?
I see the same thing. My biggest question with him coming out was level of comp. Players a right to be able to say something. As a grown man, you can't just be condescending and demeaning and just have it one way where it's just you could say something and they can't. But the bottom line is that's where those things should be ironed out. They shouldn't be played in the media. I mean, it's just there's no reason why it should ever get to the media.
Did Belichick have to tell players that, or was it understood?
Well, he might have when he first got the ball rolling, years ago in the early 2000s. But what ends up happening is the veterans end up taking that message, and the veterans end up spreading that message, where it no longer becomes an issue of that you have as a coach having to worry about spreading it because the players have already taken care of that.
Okay, I want to go and look at all these young quarterbacks, and I'm going to ask you about them, and I'll give you my feeling, and you give me your kind of opinion. So Carson Wentz looks like to me he's an potential A quarterback. Feet, arm accuracy got better from last year. What do you see with Carson Wentz?
I see the same thing. My biggest question with him coming out was level of comp. Coming out of college was the level of comp he played against. The biggest advantage he had out of all those quarterbacks, he was the one guy who played in a pro system.
Yes.
When he was in college. And I think that he has showed that the game is not too fast for him. And I think the arrow is just pointing straight up on him.
Okay, Dak Prescott. Now, I don't think Dak is as naturally talented as Carson Wentz. I don't think. I don't think he has as good an arm as Carson Wentz, but I see him as a very solid B franchise quarterback. You could win a Super Bowl if you surround. I think Matt Ryan to me has always been a B plus. I think you can win a Super Bowl with Dak. I'd give him a B. What do you think?
I go a little higher on Dak. I'd probably give him an A minus. The biggest question mark I had on him was a DUI after he had graduated.
That was mine.
Okay, so you say that. What's he going to be like off the field? From all the word you get, from everything all the feedback you get from people in Dallas is that he's been this role model citizen and everyone loves him and he's like the Pied Piper. And if that is in fact the case, okay, he still has a better security blanket than most by having one of the best offensive lines in football. That always is a good place to start, and that running back is pretty darn good too. But with good skilled people around him and a good running back around him, a good offensive line around him, that's the only reason why I would put Wentz ahead of him at this point.
Okay, Deshaun Watson. I didn't care that he was good against Alabama because so was Chad Kelly and Johnny Manziel. I liked his qualities. I don't look at games as much as qualities. I thought he was coachable. I thought he came out a couple of years ago, Deshaun, and said, I don't want to just run. I want to be a pocket passer. So that told me mature, wants to put in the work because that's hard to be that. There is an it quality to him, Charlie. He didn't have a huge arm. I don't know what it is, but I think I have him as eventually better than Dak, a B plus quarterback. Better than Dak. What do you think?
I love Deshaun Watson. I loved him coming out this year. We talked about the different quarterbacks coming out. When I talked to different people in the NFL, I'd say, "Who do you like?" I said, "I like Watson. I like Watson." So I think that Watson is his arrow. He's got two arrows pointing up. The only reason why he's below those guys right now is just the fact that he's only played really 2.5 games or 3 games.
Yeah.
Because I think the sky's the limit. I think, you can't count on him to throw 5 touchdown passes each week, which is what you're getting out of him the last couple of weeks. But I think that he's got all the components. He definitely has the it. From Dabo to everyone else you talk about, from Clemson right on to the people down in Houston. I mean, he's going to be the face of that franchise, and I think he's going to be the face of that franchise for a long, long time.
L.A. Rams need a quarterback. They have Goff. Here's what I like about him. He has a feathery touch. I thought he really stood in there against the Seahawks. I don't think he's a great athlete, but he's tall. I don't know if Tom Brady's a great athlete. I think he's a B-plus quarterback. I never think he's an A talent. What do you see? I'm
a little lower than that on him, only because the study that I did when he came out, I thought he was a little gun shy, to tell you the truth, and it was partially because his offensive line in college, the kid was getting hit so much.
Yeah.
I mean, he got hit a lot, and it carried on to last year. he got hit so much. Now, give credit to the new coaching staff is giving him more things that he can do, and you can see each week they're gaining more confidence in him, giving him more things to do. I just want to see what's going to happen when teams now start game planning him. I don't think early in the year they were game planning Goff based off of last year's performance. Well, they better start game planning him now, okay? Because he's actually winning ball games, not just managing the team.
Mitch Trubisky, I'm an incomplete. I do like that his accuracy does not dip as he moves. Like Joe Flacco's accuracy plummets while he moves. Trubisky to me looks like a gamer, Coach.
The one thing, I can't grade him based off of that game. What I will do is give the Bears and the Bears offensive coaches credit for, in that game, not trying to do things with him that he wasn't capable of doing. Now, he throws the one bad pick at the end of the game to Smith. He was just trying to make a play.
That's right. By the way, there's 2 minutes left in the game.
He's trying to make a play. And, would he like to have it back? Yeah, he'd like to have it back. But, I thought that he was respectable in the game. He didn't look that different than when number 12 went in the game when we first started using him in New England. Because the first game we played, I think it was against the Cincinnati Bengals, where he was a starter. I mean, I don't know if we threw the ball. I don't think we threw the ball down the field 10 yards. I mean, everything was dink and dunk. And then it was, well, Brady can't throw the ball down the field because we weren't exposing him to him. We were trying